Welcome to your Daily Dose of Light with Fernando Albert. In this episode, we explore tools and practices for clarity, healing, and spiritual growth. If it's safe to do so, gently close your eyes and allow yourself to go a little deeper. Grief asks for love to still mean something, because love is still there, even when the person is no longer physically here. If you are grieving, breathe for a moment. There is nothing wrong with you because you miss them, and there is nothing weak about needing reassurance. Today, we will talk about what grief really asks for, why guilt becomes so heavy, what happens when a loved one comes through, and how you can keep living without feeling that you are betraying the love. After more than 40,000 readings across 14 years, I have learned that people in grief are rarely asking only to prove the other side. What they are really asking is this: is my loved one at peace? And do they know I still love them? That question carries so much. It carries longing. It carries guilt sometimes. It carries the ache of wanting one more conversation, one more hug, or one more ordinary moment that did not feel important until it was gone. People also ask if their loved one suffered, if they are okay now, if they heard the words spoken after passing, if they are angry, or if forgiveness is possible. And sometimes they ask something that always touches me deeply. Is it okay for me to be happy again? Trust me, love does not ask you to stay broken forever. Love does not need you to stop living to prove that it was real. But first, place your hand on heart and take one deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and quietly say, I can keep loving and I can keep living. So in the end, grief is usually looking for peace. A message can soften something inside you. A dream can stay with you for years. A sign can make you feel, even for a moment, that the bond hasn't vanished. But underneath the sign, grief asks something very human. Does love survive the body? And yes, guilt is one of the heaviest shadows across loss. People remember the last argument, the missed call, the hospital room, the words they did not say, or the decision they had to make. But nobody loves perfectly from this human consciousness. We do our best with the awareness we have in that moment. Finding peace often begins with forgiveness, not because everything was fine, but because your heart cannot live forever inside the last painful moment. If signs come, receive them softly. A song, a smell, a dream, a sudden warmth, a memory appearing at the right time. Don't force the signs, don't obsess over them. Notice what brings love, calm, and warmth. Sometimes, during a reading, a loved one comes through naturally and shares what needs to be felt or understood. I keep this sacred and gentle. The point is not to turn grief into a performance. The point is not to chase proof. The point is to allow spirit to bring what's needed. Often, the energy is loving, direct, and healing in a way the living person can recognize. And sometimes the message is simple: I'm okay and I love you. Please keep going with your life. This does not erase the pain. Please, let us be honest. Loss hurts. It can feel very physical. There are days when faith helps, and days when faith feels very far away. But love is incredibly resilient. People survive days they thought would break them. They begin to laugh again, and then they cry because they laughed. They keep photos, songs, recipes, jokes, and memories alive. So that's not weakness. That's love finding a new shape. Healing grief does not mean forgetting. It means learning how to carry love without carrying the same sharp weight every single day. Some people need to speak to their loved ones out loud. Others need to write letters. Some need rest, water, gentle self-healing, or simply permission to cry when it comes. Grief does not move in a straight line. One day you may feel strong, and the next day a song, a smell, or one small memory can bring you to your knees. This does not mean you are going backwards. It means love is moving through another layer. So if you are grieving right now, do not force yourself to be okay for anybody. Take the next breath. Say their name if it helps, cry it out. Smile if it comes too. It's okay. So grief asks for reassurance that love continues. It asks if the bond is still alive, if forgiveness is possible, and if you are allowed to keep living. You are not leaving them behind by continuing your life. You are carrying the love in a new way. You can now open your eyes. If this episode has helped you, feel free to drop one-line comment or review and share one situation that you are going to start applying from today. If you believe this can help anyone, feel free to share with them. You have listened to your Daily Dose of Light with Fernando Albert.